Ever seen a trucker lose it? In this video, you'll see wild road rage, crazy brake checks, and jaw-dropping lane changes. From truck drivers getting taught a lesson to intense highway showdowns, these clips show what happens when truckers mess with the wrong folks. Number 1. Truck driver confronts car. Here we see a small car stopping abruptly in front of a big truck, clearly trying to provoke the truck driver. The truck drivers, irritated by the car's reckless behavior, decide to teach the car owner a lesson. They block his way, forcing him to stop. After a tense moment, the car driver tries to get out, but the truck drivers also step out and confront him. They start hitting the car driver, who initially tried to dangerously overtake them, causing their frustration. The beating continues until they feel they've made their point. The car driver doesn't argue, knowing he was in the wrong. Number 2. Trucker showdown. A trucker passes another truck and mocks the driver, sparking a speed battle. The rival trucker speeds up, but our trucker swerves left into the sandy roadside to avoid a crash, then sharply turns back onto the road. He overtakes both trucks and speeds away, leaving them behind. Number 3. Brake check causes collision. Here's another video of a big truck cruising in its lane. Suddenly, a smaller car in front of it slams on the brakes, causing a collision. The truck tries to stop, but ends up hitting the car hard, pushing it forward. This dangerous brake check could have resulted in a serious accident. Number 4. Truck driver lesson. Here we see a big truck switching lanes and then moving back, seemingly to teach the driver behind a lesson. This can be risky, but fortunately, no accidents happened. Number 5. Semi-truck blockade. Here's some dashcam footage showing a truck stuck behind a semi-truck. Every time the truck tries to change lanes and pass, the semi-truck blocks it and slows down. The truck driver keeps honking, hoping the semi will move, but it just keeps blocking the road. The semi-truck driver isn't giving any room to pass, causing a lot of frustration and creating a dangerous situation. Number 6. Messing with the wrong. Now here, we catch a dashcam view of an impatient driver brake-checking a police car. Watch closely as the police lights suddenly flash on and the truck quickly stops. Messing with the police was a terrible idea. Unsurprisingly, the police pulled him over right away. Number 7. Stop signs slip up. Now in this clip, a car runs a stop sign right in front of a police vehicle. Watch as the police car catches this blatant traffic violation. The driver must have been in a hurry, but their luck ran out when the police pulled them over almost immediately. Number 8. Truck's turn fail. Here we see a parked truck minding its own business. Then, a white truck comes into the frame, attempting a turn near the parked truck. The turn is so poorly executed that the truck's head swings wildly, showing a clear lack of control. Number 9. Truck versus car collision. A semi-truck can be seen reversing and the truck collides with the car. The dashcam footage from the car captures the impact, and then we see the driver getting out to assess the situation. Number 10. Foggy highway. Ever tried driving through a foggy highway packed with trucks? Get ready for this wild ride. A car drives through the fog and trucks, trying to pass one on the left, but the truck blocks him. The car has to slow down and match the truck's speed. When the truck finally speeds away, the driver carefully keeps going. Even with all the traffic and fog, the car manages to pass another truck. Finally, on an empty road, the driver speeds up, relieved to leave the heavy traffic behind. Number 11. Truck tussle. Now we see a truck speeding along normally when a semi-truck cuts in front of it. The truck driver changes lanes to avoid a collision, but the semi-truck moves into the same lane, clearly trying to mess with the big truck. This back and forth goes on for a while, highlighting just how petty and dangerous road rage can be. Number 12. Lane change fail. Here we can see a car attempting to change lanes in front of a truck, but ends up crashing. The dashcam captures the moment the car tries to cut in and misjudges the distance, leading to a collision. Number 13. truck versus bus and car. Two big trucks dominate the road, leaving no room for others. A bus tries to squeeze between them, leading to some petty retaliation from the truck drivers. The bus driver learns a harsh lesson as the trucks block its way. Meanwhile, a car attempts to navigate this chaos. The truck moves into the side lane, forcing the car to swerve. The car speeds up, managing to pass. The trucks then continue to bully the car, cutting into its lane. The car retaliates, blocking the trucks. The situation escalates as the truck dangerously cuts in front of the car, showing just how risky road rage can be. Number 14. Truck's wild turn causes chaos. Here, a car is driving normally when a truck takes an overly wide turn, causing chaos for all nearby vehicles. All the cars start honking as the truck veers onto the wrong side of the road. The truck driver attempts to maneuver through, but ends up hitting a car in the process. This reckless turn disrupts traffic and shows how dangerous improper driving can be. Number 15. Truck. Driver's reckless turn. Here, we see a big truck driving straight on the road, but another truck coming from the left side fails to stop. The second truck turns abruptly, causing the big truck to touch it. Despite that, the second truck driver continues on their way. Number 16. Rules ignored. A blue truck is driving along when suddenly a white car appears and stops right in front of it without any warning. It's baffling how some drivers completely disregard traffic rules, putting themselves and others at risk. Number 17. Truck ignores semi. A huge truck keeps going without stopping, ignoring an oncoming semi-truck. The semi-truck driver, caught off guard, freaks out and halts in the middle of the road, trying to avoid a crash. It's a chaotic moment showing how some drivers just don't follow the rules. Number 18. Brake check battle. Here we see a mini-truck trying to pull a brake check on a bigger truck on the highway. The big truck driver skillfully changes lanes to avoid the mini-truck's antics. The mini-truck driver tries to come back into the lane and pull the same stunt again, but the bigger truck driver stays alert and switches lanes once more. This game of cat and mouse continues, with the mini-truck repeatedly trying to get in front and brake check, but the bigger truck driver doesn't fall for it. Finally, both trucks take different turns, ending this tense highway showdown. Number 19. Wrong turn woes. Here we see a truck driver come across a car taking a wrong turn. The car veers unexpectedly, nearly causing a big crash. Thanks to the truck driver's quick reflexes, a disaster is narrowly avoided. Number 20. Car versus truck. Here we see a car trying to brake check a truck. The truck driver manages to avoid it at first by changing lanes, but the car keeps trying. Eventually, the truck slams into the car, causing a significant crash. This reckless behavior by the car driver, attempting to teach the truck driver a lesson for slowing down traffic, highlights the dangers of impatience and aggressive driving on the road. Number 21. Brake check. Here, we see dashcam footage of a car cutting in front of a truck and suddenly brake checking it. The truck driver manages to stop in time, but the car doesn't let up and does it again. The truck driver honks, but the car persists. Eventually, the truck hits the car. The driver gets out, smiling and saying, "Wow, it's bizarre behavior from these brake checkers." Number 22. High-speed overtake. A truck's dashcam captures a wild highway moment. In the rearview mirror, you see another truck zooming up, overtaking the first truck at high speed and super close. After passing, the speeding truck smoothly moves into the middle lane, showing off some intense highway driving skills. Number 23. Truck's unexpected detour. Watch this. In this dashcam video, a truck is driving down a busy highway when it suddenly veers right into the bushes and sand beside the road, likely due to slipping. The driver tries to get back onto the highway, but the truck gets stuck, unable to return to the road. A surprising and dramatic moment caught on camera. Number 24. Reckless car. A truck is cruising in its lane when a car on the right suddenly signals left and swerves over, not seeing the truck behind. The car quickly jerks back right to avoid a crash, then speeds up and turns left again. Talk about reckless driving. Number 25. Truck avoid brake check. A truck is cruising on a congested highway when the car in front suddenly slams on its brakes. The truck driver hits the brakes just in time, avoiding a crash. Both vehicles stop close to each other and then move to the left side of the highway. The truck then continues its journey. Number 30. Motorist teaches car lesson. Here we see a big motorist encountering a car. The motorist decides to mess with the car by stopping abruptly, trying to teach the driver a lesson for some road behavior. Number 31. Truck versus Amazon contractor. In this video, we see a truck cutting in front of a semi-truck, which happens to be an Amazon Prime contractor. The lane change was abrupt. Number 32. Cone chaos. A motorcyclist decides to ignore the cones blocking off a lane. He rides through, knocking them over like they're nothing. Then, he tries to pass a truck to catch up with his buddies in the other lane. Chaos. Number 33. Lane change pileup madness. Now here's another video of a big truck. Look closely as a car tries to pass a semi-truck by changing lanes, but ends up crashing into another car. 3 cars end up in a pileup, all because of this one mistake and a bit of road rage. The semi-truck just stands there, having blocked the car from moving forward. These kinds of rages are incredibly dangerous. Number 34. 3-lane switch disaster. Now look closely as a blue truck is just going about its business. As it heads toward a bridge, a car suddenly decides to switch not 1, but 3 lanes, cutting across to the other side of the road. This risky move could have ended in a nasty crash. Number 35. Orange truck. Check this out. A truck is cruising along when an orange truck suddenly zooms in from the left, trying to overtake at high speed. The orange truck swerves recklessly between lanes and speeds away, showing just how dangerously it's driving. Number 36. Near miss on highway. In this dashcam footage, a truck is cruising when another truck comes speeding head-on, almost causing a collision. Just in time, the oncoming truck regains control and narrowly misses a car, avoiding a crash. That was a close call, and the day was saved. Number 37. Semi-truck smash-up. Now check this out, we've got dashcam footage from a truck and things get wild. A semi-truck suddenly changes lanes, smashing right into a car. The car takes a serious hit, all because of that abrupt move. Just shows how dangerous those sudden lane changes can be. Number 38. Close call. Here a truck starts driving when a car suddenly comes from the right. The car driver doesn't brake and keeps moving, almost hitting the truck. The truck driver slams the brakes just in time, narrowly avoiding a crash. That was a close call. Number 39. Lane switch. Here we see a black truck cruising along when suddenly a car tries to switch lanes and speed ahead of the other vehicles. The driver thinks he can cut off the cars and zoom forward, but instead, he ends up slipping and crashing into the grass. Number 40. Tricky truck lane change. Here we see a truck moving away from a signal when a semi-truck suddenly cuts in front of it, stops abruptly, and then switches lanes again. The truck driver tries to follow, but the semi-truck quickly moves away. Number 41. SUV's wild footpath maneuver. A truck is driving on a busy highway with lots of slow-moving traffic. Suddenly, a golden SUV recklessly zooms past by, driving on the footpath next to the highway. It's crazy to see how dangerously the SUV driver is behaving, using the walking path to bypass the traffic. Number 42. Idiot brake checkers. Here we have some dashcam footage where everything seems normal as the signal turns green. Cars start moving, but then a small car suddenly cuts in front of a truck and does a brake check. The truck has to stop abruptly, and the car just speeds away like nothing happened. Classic road rage moment. Number 43, Revenge. Here's another wild clip where two trucks seem to be teaming up against a semi-truck. They're blocking its path and not letting it pass. It's clear they're out for revenge, and it's not just petty. It's seriously dangerous. Number 44, Brake-checking motorcyclist. We see a cyclist brake-checking a truck on purpose. The truck driver, trying to avoid trouble, changes lanes, but it doesn't end there. At the next signal, the cyclist comes back, blocks the truck, and leaves his bike to confront the driver. The motorcyclist starts a fight out of nowhere, even though the truck driver did nothing wrong. Number 45, Green light collision. Now we see a truck waiting at a signal. As the light turns green, the truck starts to move. Suddenly, a bigger truck comes barreling through, not giving way, and slams into the smaller truck. It was the fault of the bigger truck, as the other driver was simply trying to take a turn. Despite seeing the oncoming truck, the driver of the smaller truck took the turn, leading to the collision. Number 46, Raging truck overtake. Now, we see a truck driver in a hurry overtaking a white car. The truck driver is having a road rage moment, pushing his way past the car aggressively. Number 47, Jeep versus truck drama. Check this out. We've got a dashcam video of a truck dealing with a seriously annoying black Jeep. The Jeep driver is being super petty, constantly doing brake checks and refusing to let the truck pass. Every time the truck tries to change lanes, the Jeep swerves to block it. It's like the Jeep driver's on a mission to be as frustrating as possible. Number 48, Brake check, chaos, caught. Here's another truck dashcam video where we see two trucks abruptly crossing lanes in the middle of the road. The semi-truck gets stuck between them as traffic moves quickly. One truck speeds ahead and the other follows. They keep switching lanes, with one truck cutting off the other and blocking him. Number 50, truck gone wild. Now here we can see a dashcam video where a car comes in front of a truck and the driver gets out, clearly furious. The truck driver changes lanes and tries to move on, but the car follows him persistently. The context behind this is that the truck had previously blocked the car's way while taking a turn, either intentionally or unintentionally. This enraged the car driver, who is now seeking revenge. Number 51, lane hogger showdown. Here we see a truck driver going about his route when a woman attempts to merge into the truck's lane. She later claims to the police that the truck driver didn't stop, but just looked at what she does. She's forcing her way into the lane and ends up getting slammed by the truck. Number 52, truck's abrupt blockade. Now in this video, we see a truck driver warning a man to get off the lane. The little car is intentionally messing with the truck driver, blocking his way and not letting him pass. Number 53, van's rant. Here we see another truck driver going about his business in his lane when a small van suddenly squeezes in between the truck and the cones marking a roadblock. The van driver, despite being at fault, gets out and starts raging and shouting at the truck driver, causing an unnecessary scene and blocking the road. Number 54, impatient car chaos. Here's a video showing a truck driver going straight in his lane when two cars ahead suddenly stop and then start moving again. Both the right lanes are closed, so one car squeezes past on the left shoulder and the other on the right shoulder. Their impatience leads them to a blocked road, causing a traffic jam and blocking the truck's path as if they own the road. Number 55, hit and run drama. Here we can see a white car slam into a red car and keep going without stopping. The fault was completely on the white car driver, and it was all caught on camera. Number 56, small car versus big truck. Here we see a truck moving along its route when suddenly two cars change lanes and start blocking the truck's path. The truck driver, clearly frustrated, begins shouting. You can even hear the driver's frustration through the dashcam recording. Number 57, reckless U-turn disaster. Here we see a truck driving along when a reckless driver suddenly changes lanes to make a dangerous U-turn. The maneuver is risky and could have easily led to an accident. Number 58, Audi road rage. Now here we see a red truck cruising along when a white Audi in front starts messing with the truck driver, blocking his way and not letting him pass. It's clear road rage in action. Number 59, sudden lane change. Here we see another truck video where the truck abruptly changes lanes, seemingly to brake check a semi-truck. However, the semi-truck driver slows down to avoid a collision. Number 60, payback lane change. Here we see a truck moving along, and then suddenly it changes lanes abruptly in front of a car, slowing it down. It looks like this move was payback for the semi-truck behind it. Number 61, truck showdown. A green truck makes a move, provoking a white truck to retaliate. The green truck isn't happy, and there's some fist shaking and yelling. It then advances toward the white truck, and the drivers start screaming at each other. Eventually, the green truck drives off, but in the heat of the moment, the white truck accidentally hits a nearby car. Number 62, reckless driver taught lesson. Now here's a video you need to watch closely. A black Audi is being driven recklessly on the highway. The driver tries to change lanes, but the truck driver doesn't let him in. When the Audi driver tries again, another truck does the same. In trying to avoid these trucks, the Audi nearly crashes into a biker. The Audi driver keeps trying to weave through lanes aggressively, but the truck drivers aren't having it and take their revenge by blocking him out. This shows the dangers of road rage and reckless driving. Thanks for watching. If you thought these clips were intense, just wait until you see what we've got coming next. Remember, road rage never ends well. Stay safe out there. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more wild videos. See you next time.